Hello, my people. Hello again, my people.
Hello, 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 hello. We are back. We had a little issue, but we are back like cooked crack.
Listen, man, one thing about it, man, resilience is a virtue, just like
Thanks.
loyalty is. Adversity is inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
And we seeing that in real time. You know, can't let it affect you emotionally. You just
You
gotta,
can't. You gotta push through.
you gotta push through.
Cause it's still gonna happen regardless. It's still gonna happen. Whether you sad, whether you sit in it, or what.
If you ain't figured out now, by now, as a grown up, that life is a game that you ain't got no control of. Well, let me not say that. Well, yeah, to a certain extent, you ain't got control of. Now, you got a control over.
It's
how
a
you
lot of
react.
stuff that's out of our control.
Yeah. You know, so you gotta know this shit come with it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have ups without the downs. And even looking at it as a down is a chosen perspective. Because it really can be looked at as an up because it's a lesson in everything that you experience.
It really
You know
is.
what I mean? It's
Yep.
on you to learn it, it's on you to elevate.
That's how you grow.
Yeah, just
We
like a
grow
video
from
game.
situations like that.
When you get better and you get better, you might take you know, hell of times to defeat your opponent to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And when you learn their tendencies and their techniques and everything, you be able to adjust. And now you know you done fought the big dog. Now you done beat the level. Now you done beat the game. But you know that's the same thing as how life goes.
Listen, I used
You
to
gotta embrace it.
I used to ask my God, why me?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the shit that make me.
You know what's crazy? One thing, alright, rest in peace, rest in love to the late great Reverend Howard Best Sr. That was my first pastor that I had in my younger years. And one thing about what he always said outside of the fear that came over me for not being baptized until I got baptized, you know what I'm saying? Was that you don't supposed to ask God why. Now, me as a young Aquarius with a rebellious mind and a free spirited mind,
And a
that never
curious
made
mind.
sense to me. What the hell?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm seeing everything going on. Not that you're supposed to actually have an answer, but shit, I want to know why. That's how I feel. I want to know why.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And to that, I feel like that why is a significant question, but you know what I'm saying? It's all about how you exit. It ain't about like, woe is me. Like, why me, God? Like, you already did this, you already did that. Why this, why that? But then, if you in situations and as an adult, a mature mind, you do want to question it because you want to understand what's the real, what's the true lesson in this. Like,
That
what,
part.
you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was gonna get to. In hindsight, I understand. You know, especially logically thinking, because the why don't matter.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody exempt from the ups and downs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on a deeper level that we don't have to go into, and most people may go over their head. We chose this life. You might not remember, but you chose this. You chose this. You know, that's just like if you say you want to be a philanthropist or the most, you know, the most anything in whatever field you choose. Let's just say you want to be the person that gave the most to charity, or you want to be the person that changed more lives in the world for the better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you're not necessarily wrong for thinking that or wanting that. However, what you don't know is what you're gonna have to go through an experience to get to that point.
Hmm.
Which makes a lot of sense about what people say.
We don't see that part.
What you wish for.
Yeah, because
what
we
you
do
ask for.
not see that part. That
Yeah.
it be the unknown,
Yeah. You might have to go through a lot of bullshit.
and that's
a lot
why.
more bullshit than most.
Right, and that's
To-
why. Oh, my
To
bad.
wholeheartedly and passionately continue to think about everybody first before self,
Yeah.
you know? Because you would have to be that type of person, right? Like Jesus, right? They said Jesus laid down for everybody's sins. Was it not all the way in? What's going on? Huh?
Yeah, if y'all listen to us, can y'all tell us what the audio sounds like? Because.
It's supposed to be my color showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any comments at all on there?
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think I ever seen it. Deep just red right there.
Right.
Please, hurry up and tell us something so we can cut this thing off if it ain't doing it right.
No, for real, because.
Yeah, because at this point, it's a sign.
Oh, William said audio is great.
Oh, I wonder why I'm doing that then.
Good morning, Grand Rising. Thanks for checking in, William. Selfish the promoter.
I wonder. Yeah, shout out to William, man. He made my day yesterday.
Not for real.
Saying he loved the show.
Not for
No.
real. We need that. We need that.
Yeah, that feel good.
Keep
you know.
going.
We
Well, we gonna keep
passionate.
going regardless.
Yeah, right. But to hear, how you feel and it being a positive thing, that is motivation and a good push to keep going in the direction that we're going. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It don't go unnoticed at all.
Yeah, we really do appreciate
If
that.
you said it's great, then if it ain't broke, don't break it.
I'm trying not to.
Um,
But it's bothering
Yeah,
me.
what I was saying, I done got off track of what I was saying.
You were just
was you even
saying-
listening? You the only person in here now.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes I'm there, sometimes.
It's all good.
Sometimes, cause like,
Especially when you're doing 2-3 things at once. I understand.
right. Well, actually, that helps me when I'm doing multiple things.
Really?
It helped me to be able to focus
See,
better.
that made me.
I can't do a lot of major things, but like,
But that brings me to a post that I seen that I ain't gonna lie. It grinds my gears. Cause people that don't understand or don't know something, they just automatically wanna shun it or so-called debunk it or discredit it.
mm-hmm.
You know? Cause I seen a post where this lady was talking about talking about your zodiac sign or saying something about your zodiac sign in 2023 because everybody talking something. Oh, you like fried chicken? I like fried chicken because of some old stupid ass shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like on one side, it's like it grinds my gears. On the other side, it's like I feel for them. Because one thing I do know in this life, everybody's dealing with something.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody deals with ups and downs. Everybody deals with their family, with their friends, lovers, associates, co-workers, church members, organization members,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
whatever you may have you. But one thing about it, when I got into this shit, it started from me paying attention, observing, and comparing the consistencies and similarities in the signs within my own family, friends. Before I actually got into what I'm really seeing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like somebody that's in a room where everybody speaking Spanish and they don't know Spanish. They don't know how to speak Spanish. So it's like, man, just like back in the day when you might hear people speak Spanish, you get mad because you like, y'all talking about me, or I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
But I'm mad because I don't know, so y'all gotta be talking about me.
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? But I was telling an associate the other day because they was asking me because they was like, they're not into it. They was like, what? How did this come about and what is it do for you? And I'm like, that don't change the experience you're gonna have. They don't tell you every experience you're gonna have. They don't tell you every experience you have with everybody you deal with.
Right.
And you can predict everything. You can't.
You can't.
But what it is a guide to self, and you can see, just like therapy, like you can see everything for face value as far as what's dealing with you, that's what's a part of you naturally.
It just helps with understanding.
For on one side, and on the other side, just, man, listen, when I know, cause I'm quick to ask, and if I haven't already figured it out and be like, okay, are you such and such, because that instantly allows me to not attach my feelings to how you react or how you communicate, because I'm already expecting, because I know it's natural, I know it's not intentional.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
what people understand. They can be mad as hell about somebody. But it's certain shit where it helped me to put them in a category. Just like you got friends, right?
That's gonna help with your
energy.
energy.
You got a friend that's gonna always support. Yeah. You got a friend that support in their own way.
Right, exactly.
But it's certain shit they might not do, but it's not nothing personal.
Right. It ain't.
That's how they are naturally.
Right.
So you ain't gotta take it personal. Put everybody in their proper place. Like when you go in there, organize your closet. When you wash clothes and dry them, you fold them, you put them in their proper place.
It won't be. Life will be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Cause you can't get. I mean, it just help you to have a better understanding of people.
It's done reserved.
And you can choose whether you want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like you said, a lot of that stuff is natural instinct. Yeah, a person can, know, okay, this is, I am a Taurus and I do this. So I can be mindful of this. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you don't want nobody to be constantly, oh, I'm a Taurus, so this is what we do. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. People take people talking about that as that's an excuse to be a fucked up person.
Exactly. And that's not what it always is.
Yeah.
My baby James checked in. He said, Grand Rising, everything Gucci, Grand Hustle.
Man, I know that's right. Grand Hustle, Grand Rising, all that.
And Bria said, right.
Already. But,
not for real, though. Like, and that's what...
It's not an excuse.
Yeah.
You tell me a Capricorn...
You capping, and you... Nah.
I know the devil. I know the devil. So it's like, okay.
You be on them Capricorns. You be on them Capricorns.
They so easy.
They go put a whole group together just.
Man, I realized I was blocked
just for your ass.
Capricorn. And it's so crazy because
they sick of you.
But
and
it's
your
so
Capricorn
crazy. But you know what's crazy? When I talk about Capricorns, they proceed to prove everything I just said. Aaliyah's parents were Capricorns.
Yeah. Both of them?
Let this sink in. I said Aaliyah's 1 in a million. Young 13, 14 on Marinelle, R. Kelly, and dealing with Dame Dash and Jay-Z and all these people was Capricorn. They gave R. Kelly the permission to marry.
I mean, clearly.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't have anything personal with anybody, right? But I observe everybody. If I say something about them, of course I might put a couple of 10 on the 2.
Right.
I'm gonna put a little extra on it just for a laugh, because a lot of times the joking and the laughter will make it easier to digest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately the change or positive character development, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of negative things that people would say about Aquarius.
Right.
I'm not gonna be offended by it. I know what I had to work through.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know where I might have thoughts and I have to hold up, nigga,
Right.
and consult.
Right.
That's what spirituality is.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing yourself, because it's a journey of self. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody got some shit. Everybody got some shit that they got to deal with.
And it's crazy. So many people running away from that. Running away from actually just going within. You want to point fingers at everybody and blame all your downfalls, like you said, on the devil, and blame
you the devil.
Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't never did wrong. It was the devil. But you know what I'm saying? At some point, okay, yeah, you can probably say, yeah, the devil got into me or something like that. But come on now, you got to take accountability. Yeah. And if you don't, you'll never really make progress. If you constantly blaming or if you constantly going through something to get to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not making
it's
progress.
It's so funny because I got homegirl associates that be, you know, they don't like me talking about that Leo shit either. You know?
William said, personally, I can't agree with zodiac signs. It just don't line up.
I mean, that's cool, you know? Everybody got their own journey, you know?
I feel like with the zodiac signs, I like the general zodiac signs is general. So it's just a general explanation. Everybody is not exactly the same because, of course, we're raised differently and all of that stuff in different environments and all of that stuff. Yep. And then on top of that, you have your sun, moon, rising, all of that. So once you actually understand your natal chart, then it helps you to understand, okay, how the world see me, how, you know what I'm saying, I actually am. You know what I'm saying, how do I love, how do I, you know, work in my career and different stuff like that. So once you understand your natal chart, then that's like defining it.
To everything. What turns me on?
Yeah.
Because that's just like, for instance, right? If me not really knowing myself wholeheartedly, I wouldn't be able to let somebody know. Or I could say somebody else at the time because, yeah, I can. If I meet a chick and I would be physically attracted to her, but our connection won't never be nothing if I'm not mentally stimulated.
Yeah.
Based off everything within I have to be mentally stimulated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't just be a cute face with nothing else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you.
But you know, even the people that reject it, that's cool. Cause if I know what you is, I can still be able to know how to deal with you and how to take you. Your journey is yours. Yep. So you figure out them problems and them issues and not knowing why and where, when, and how with the people that's in your circle and you deal with every day. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But I know it has helped me. I know what I'm looking at, and it has been exact to the, you know, day in and day out.
Yeah, I think everybody have their different things that they gravitate towards too. I know me personally, I gravitated towards zodiac signs ever since I can remember. Since a little girl, I used to read like horoscope and stuff like. I was always into that, but being, you know, in Christianity, we was always told that's kind of contradictive and that's the devil and all that stuff.
But people that and they don't read the Bible and they don't really get into the esoteric symbolism and what is really perpetuating, because they only listen to what the preacher is telling them. You know what I'm saying? Because Abraham was an astrologist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you just only limit yourself to that book,
right,
and you don't bring things, that's why I can't be religious, because I done read damn near all the religions and how they set up and everything. All of them have similarities.
Right.
So it made sense that all this is you. I don't need a man in the way of me.
Right. It's just
to the source.
It's just these how I see it, and I haven't read all these books and stuff like that, but just from my understanding of it, it's like everybody have it's the same thing, but it's like different type of representation and stories and stuff to explain, you know, different stuff.
You can glean from all. You can eat the fish and spit out the bones. It always was some type of savior or somebody that was revered highly amongst the people, and it was always a source, a higher source.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Different ones, maybe go in detail as far as discipline.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they all is about knowing yourself and learning the discipline.
Right.
And they all is based off of astrology. We can really get into it. You know what I'm saying? Which
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go all deep into it, but that's how I know the people that I really learning and comprehending for myself. It ain't meant to be literal.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jesus ever existed. I don't know if Buddha ever existed. But I understand that the good books and the scriptures are telling you that you was given the same tools to do what you need to do to manifest your reality. You see what I'm saying?
And Bria said, I know mine, but don't go by that shit because it used to categorize you, and you can't categorize me off of what somebody that don't know me say.
It's all about perspective. It's not nobody saying they know you. It's about the signs being the sign. The stars was in a certain alignment once you was born, once you was conceived.
Yeah.
Those placements
Yeah,
explains the energy and how that impacts your life and your decisions and how you receive things and how you express things. It's not saying you are this. It's not a box. It's a guide.
Yeah, and just how they got the zodiac signs and stuff like that, that's how they learned a lot of stuff, how to build and how to know the time.
Man,
and,
when you plant shit, when it harvest.
Right, yep. All of that.
Cause so you just like Christmas, just like the New Year's.
Yeah.
You know
like if you go to the islands and stuff, like they pick their fruits and stuff at certain times and stuff like they know
all that based
dealing with the sun and the moon, the full moon. Yep.
That shit affects it.
Yeah.
A woman, not all women, because you got all different things that change stuff, but they cycle every 28 days, like the moon.
Like the moon. Facts.
The ocean don't never stop. The moon controls the vibrations of the ocean, the water. Water represents emotion.
Yeah.
Like the woman.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about you, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, but you would say that nigga fuck you the best in the morning time when the sun rise. Hello. Come on now.
Yeah.
So how can you notice these things but not acknowledge the correlation that can't be denied if you really look into it? You know what I'm saying? But our people, you know, we very stuck in what we was taught. You know what I'm saying? And
I think it's just how deep you go into stuff, cause you know, some stuff it is kind of hard to have an understanding about, or just not even, you know what I'm saying, fool with it, because it's like very concrete.
But
like,
see, that's how I know when people like really on their spiritual journey for real. Especially when I look at people that the masses of the people follow. It's so easy to read in between. It's so easy to read through motherfuckers and see through that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? When you get to a certain point, it's like, okay, you know, I can tell this motherfucker ain't doing no type of work, not the inner shit.
I'm gonna tell you, like, one thing, how like my experience from learning my natal chart, they helped me a lot in my journey, because I was kind of on a concrete level of zodiac signs. You know what I'm saying? I was just on the surface level. So I don't know if concrete is the actual term, but surface level. Yeah, so I had dated a certain sign, and it was a horrible relationship. So after that, I was like, I hate that sign. I don't want to date that sign
people
ever.
That be saying what I said about they will say that.
So I say that over there. I say, I don't want no more. You know what I'm saying? At this point, it was Gemini. I'm like,
what?
yeah.
I love Gemini.
But I'm gonna tell you though. So I was like, don't know Gemini, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing was like, they bipolar. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. But you know, I feel like everybody, some people, it can be with an exclamation mark.
Yeah.
And
it
some
is
people,
a bipolar element to them.
yeah. So I'm like, I hate Fast forward to a few years later, I do my natal chart, and then too, along with my journey,
Gemini moon?
Gemini moon. I got a few Gemini in my chart, a lot of air in my chart.
That's probably why we connect like.
That's
like
true.
though,
That's
true.
True. That may be true.
Yeah.
And like I always talk about my mentor, Louise Hay. One of the things that she always talk about that. At first, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but she say, if there's somebody that you really strongly dislike or have strong feelings towards, that you don't like how they, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's something about that person that
reflecting your ass.
It's reflecting you, that you have some of the same characteristics that this person have that you strongly dislike.
Listen, when I tell you, I done had, and I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I do get an urge to like talk to certain people about certain things, maybe some unfortunate things that happen in relationships and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing that stops me.
Yeah. Right. Because
it's
at
hard
the end of the day,
I think about the flip side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the things that have hurt me or some shit, I'm like, if I really be real with myself and the things that I've done that they might not even know about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, that's not fair.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let me give a shout out to myself right now, because we was talking about this shit and people is down talking and dismissing it, but I ain't never asked you what your moon sign was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that shit made all the sense in the world.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it got. Come on now.
Right. Right.
But
it's I just wanted to throw that out there, how that helped me. And it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? It made me go within like, I'm a Gemini.
And that's a clear example, really a perfect example.
Right.
Because by your chart, by your top 3, who you claim to hate was like a mirror.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So you didn't know that you was pointing finger, but you was pointing finger at yourself at the same time.
Right back.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cause for the people that don't know, your moon sign is basically reflects like your emotions and how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? Regardless of how you react.
Right.
Because some people have control, some people don't. And some people, don't want to give off, don't want to let nobody be able to know what's going on. So, but what you really feel inside, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I know it's been some issues where sometimes I wake up or something and I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, it's just like where I can be so happy and stuff like that, and then I can turn it off or whatever. And then sometimes I used to ask myself, like, what is wrong with me? I can't even say what's wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? But once I learned that, I mean, it kind of helped me to maneuver in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this just my air. You know what I'm saying? Air go either way. So, you just have to, once you pay attention to that, and even like with my Venus is in Libra. It's Libra.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
so now that makes sense, a lot of sense too, as far as some conversations we had about things with relationship that you don't deem as that serious. You could just can be like aloof with it. It's just not necessarily have to be a fixed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the air sign is free. You know what I mean? So I get that. Mine is Sagittarius, so I'm like, hell no. Fire sign, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I get that. Yeah. I get that. Yeah.
So it really, man, y'all should really check out your natal chart. If you have not looked into your natal chart, you can go on Google and just look up free natal chart, and you just know what time you were born and where you was born, and that's how I determine like your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mercury, Jupiter, all of that stuff. And then you be like, you read that, you be like, oh my gosh, that done read me to the teeth.
Communication, like everything.
And it'll help you to know you know, understand, like.
Cause you a damn fool. Cause listen, if you read your shit, cause when my very first one, I'm like, you know how when people see these posts, they go viral, they be like, you read the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Or you.
It's gonna read you to the teeth.
I'm telling you, I'm like.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about even being in denial. Yeah. Like this.
Right.
But, and still in denial, like, hell no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you look in the mirror and you see that bump.
Nah, for real. Just imagine, like, when you with your partner. So me and my dude, like, when we sat down and we read both of our natal charts. So it's like we reading our flaws and you know, of course when they say something good, they're like, yeah, that's me. But then when they say something bad,
all right, we sit down. We want to make this work. We want to be able to prepare ourselves for everything that's going on.
Right.
Does that not seem like the best route to do it?
Yeah. Because
we already foreseeing what could be some issues.
Right.
We can be preventative maintenance.
Yeah. Right.
Just like protection.
Yeah.
Not some shit happen now. I gotta shoot. Now I gotta fight.
Exactly.
We're gonna prevent so we don't have to get in that situation.
Exactly. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So not that I'm asking, do you know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying, but
and even like that lady you put me on to, Wise Royalty.
I
still be checking in to her live videos, and she goes so deep with the astrology, like so she break down what's going on in the world, like you know what I'm saying, like from deaths to different occurrences by how the astrology, by the sun, the moon, the stars, all of that. So hey man, that's some serious stuff to look into. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to get an understanding of because a lot of stuff we don't have an understanding to it. And I remember one time years ago I posted and I was like, how do we supposed to do life? Like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I ain't understand life or whatever. And somebody was like, well, the Bible is our book. I can't understand what the Bible talking about. But
no, I get what you're saying.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, but two, again, you have to find what's best for you. But I will say, it's not an opinion; it's a fact that astrology is a real thing.
Yeah, when you said that, remind me of Charles White because he was talking about thou art and foreshadowing.
Yeah,
all this.
Man,
he was like, I couldn't.
Closing that book
like, my
so
mama
fast.
know it, but I can't resonate with that.
Right.
But I know it does say that. God will write the spirit or the words on your heart. So he was speaking to the fact of, I want to tap into the spiritual side, and not so much of the book.
Right.
Most people, you know, they might use the book as a tool to draw people in and get money, profit, and the benefit, but ain't tapped into the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And a big, even with looking at my chart and looking at like, cause I'm really into human design too. It's been a struggle because I'm really supposed to follow my gut. That's really my superpower, following my gut. Yeah. But it's been a problem because I'm an overthinker. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, cause so even if I follow my gut, and
you need a Reiki session.
And we was supposed to.
Well, let's do it. Let's get some balance with that third eye.
Sometimes temporarily, it might land you in an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
And you might think you made the wrong decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that unfortunate situation is a part of your journey for whatever else is to come. So you didn't make the wrong decision.
Right.
You supposed to be following your gut. You know what I'm saying? But your gut is and this is not for everybody because everybody got different methods of manifestation and how they're supposed to operate. But the things that light me up is the things that I'm supposed to gravitate to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I will refrain because logically some things that light me up might not make sense logically. Yeah. And my issue is getting out of that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you.
So definitely. What I was gonna say about the Leo, I forgot about it, but because when I say something about Leo, they might have some chicks that I might know might sad face it, right?
Yeah.
But then I might scroll and they say Cause I done seen this. Damn, all my friends is leaving. It must be me. Oh well, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm paraphrasing, but
Yeah.
basically, I'm burning bridges,
Yeah.
but I'm so self-centered that I don't give a fuck. It's about me.
Yeah.
I pick and choose when I. But that is in alignment with everything that I say about Leos.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, it's always exceptions. It's people working on themselves. You know what I'm saying? They say Aquarius are manipulators. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. But it's all about attention too. So you got good manipulation, you got bad manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Shit, what woman don't want their nigga to treat them like they the finest thing in the world, even though they not, and they know they not. But you feel good when your nigga hype you up like that, don't you? So that's good manipulation. Because how do you feel? Huh? Baby, how I look? Man, you know how you gonna feel when they be like, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you wanna go on.
Yeah, I love some good old words of affirmation.
Come on now.
For real.
Come on now.
That goes a long
Cause
way.
what King James said, you need to open up a restaurant right now.
Nah, for real.
Not saying you don't, but
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's a natural Aquarius thing. You
Nah,
feel?
for real. Uh-huh.
Real talk. 2023, man. What's your thoughts? Cause this is the last few days.
Man, 2023, man. I've been keeping my eyes on my own paper. So I can't say what
Did you do that in school?
Yeah.
Oh.
Except for like some tests, I'll be like, this is hard.
Listen,
I hate
if
tests.
You ain't cheating. You ain't trying.
Not for real.
Hello.
But for I feel like 2023 it was me building my foundation and building more character, I would say, and developing myself preparing myself to what I'm, you know what I'm saying, what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it has truly prepared me for next year. And I got my king with me, so
Yeah.
I feel like 2023 was a cool year for me because I literally, you know what I'm saying, followed my heart and dreams, and you know, with no complaint, no thoughts of me doing something that I don't want to do.
When you move back, do you have any idea that you would be in the space you are now? Right.
No.
Right now.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was to come, honestly. I mean, a lot of stuff, like I said, it was a lot of stuff that I wanted to do more that I didn't do.
One goal or something you want to accomplish in 2024 when it comes.
And Bria said what she said, focused. So yeah, I definitely didn't see. I definitely didn't know I was gonna be in a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't see that coming, cause you know what I'm saying, I almost blocked the blessing because I didn't feel like I was ready. Cause you know what I'm saying, I'm working on myself. I'm rebuilding the whole foundation. But I thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? Cause it really closed out my year solid. You know what I'm saying? And it really, like what us doing that fast, we fasted for like pretty much 60 days.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we geared up. I am ready for, like, baby, the shots are coming 2024, and it's not because it's 2024, but that's what next month is.
Year, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, and then I learned to shut my mouth and
really?
not. Yeah, I did. I slowed down a lot because.
Are you talking about in the dynamics of the relationship, shut your mouth?
No. Not as far as the relationship.
What shut your mouth do you mean?
I'm saying
because a lot of women have the problem with that part.
Well, that too, but not that. I worked on myself, so you know what I'm saying. I ain't got that issue like that. You know what I'm saying.
I have to ask him.
I mean, I ain't the best, but you know, it be something. I be like, but I'm like, okay, baby. No, but But now, when I say shut my mouth, as far as like me telling people I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I learned to just be quiet. Like
Yeah.
from this time
you
last year.
You would naturally think, I fuck with you.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah, even with my closest people, like I even just with myself, I just like, you know what? This year I ain't talking about it.
yeah.
I'm finna show these motherfuckers. Then I'll tell them I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you see it, but nah, I'm finna just keep popping out with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't finna get y'all ready, or you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't finna boost my head up like y'all ready for it.
Yeah.
And then when it come out, y'all ain't ready for it. But I know one thing: when this mixtape come out, y'all better be ready for it.
You're not gonna be sorry for the wait.
I'm not sorry for the wake.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all need to download that mixtape for real.
Mm-hmm.
For real, for real. Support your
Get y'all
girl.
pre-sales
Support
in.
your girl.
Get y'all merch in. I'm telling y'all the merch is dope, man. I'm telling you the you know she did a thing with it. Did you did you actually design that yourself or you just
I
seen
did.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I designed it myself.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, man, y'all check it out, man. I know when you first sent it, you know, I seen it or whatever, but I don't know if I was working or what, but I didn't click on it to see what was going on. What I was seeing, I was like, yeah, this site is put together. It's dope. Yeah.
I appreciate
sure.
that. I appreciate that. So how what's your reflection of 2023?
23 a lot of ups and downs for me. But I'm finishing strong. You know, had a lot of uncertain situations. You know, yeah, it was very interesting, eye opening, definitely, but also liberating.
Yeah.
And also reassuring.
Yeah.
A lot of reflecting, a lot of you know, analyzing, you know, everything.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes you know you a human, so even though you have you optimistic and you know what you have inside, you know your skill set, you know your capabilities, but to not be where you want to be, it's always gonna be, you know, let me, you know, figure that out, or let me sit with that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's why I stress the importance of conversing with yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Conversing with yourself, because you gotta be the first person. Cause I see a lot of people, you can tell, even if they don't say it, you can tell they went to the net because they want some love, they want some attention, they want to be embraced. But can't nobody embrace you like yourself, and should nobody be able to embrace you like yourself? This journey is about self. Yes, you deal with people, but this is a simulation. It's about you. You know, so that's something that you know, things happen, so you have to remind yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to keep that in mind, and in 2023, man, shit, I'm in it strong.
Yeah,
you know, I'm in a good place. I'm in a good space, mentally, emotionally, psychologically.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the busiest that I feel like I ever been.
Yeah.
But I don't. But it's not like I'm not dreading it.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm in my purpose right now. I feel like this is the beginning of, like, I'm really like all the way in my purpose, and I'm not sacrificing any time to anything outside of that. On the flip side of that, it's a little bit of guilt with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm an empath. So I feel like if somebody call, if somebody text, if somebody need me, if somebody, you know, I feel like I need to deliver.
Yeah.
Because I have. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to have to, you know, not answer some calls and to prolong the reply. You know what I'm saying? And things like that.
Preserving your energy.
Yeah, for real. You know, because, you know, I work full time. I'm doing this. So, like, and I'm still human, because, like, even sometimes some morning, I done told you before, like, I'm thinking of excuses.
Right.
That alarm go off and shit. I know I got 30 minutes before I really need to leave. So I got a little leeway to maybe get a couple more minutes of sleep, or brainstorm some things, or have my vibrational music or soothing music to kind of, relax and settle my thoughts down or whatever. Before I have to leave, and like it goes back to me conversing with myself, like, nigga, you know what you want to do, where you want to get at. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta put the hours in. It might pop off. It might do something crazy before 10,000 hours. But every craft, the standard, quote unquote, is 10,000 hours. So it's like, nah, you gotta put your skin. You gotta get your skin in the game. So and repetition is the father of learning. So you gotta get that. You gotta get that work in. So it's like, get the fuck up, nigga.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I have to tell myself that. But once I get the move, it's like, okay, boom, yeah. And it's, you know what I mean, when I get here, it's like I'm ready, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that first wake up, you know what I'm saying? Because I love my sleep.
All you gotta do is cut on some of that Eric Thomas.
Nah, he
How you gonna be a lion?
You right. And it's crazy.
And you getting up with the gazelle.
I don't listen to him like that often.
Man,
I used to, though.
Yeah, if you ever want that motivation.
I understand exactly what you saying now, for real.
How you gonna be a boss with a 9 to 5 mindset?
Yeah, he get his. And listen, man, I respect him so much. You know what I mean? You can tell it ain't about the money, or if it's about the money, he's a hell of an actor. Because he come from the gut,
boy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
real talk.
He will offend you.
But he's like the personification of. If he hasn't went through what he went through in his life, it wouldn't come from here like that.
Facts.
To be able to connect with people like that. You know
and Bria, she agreed with you. She said she do that all the time as far as like, protecting her peace. She said, the doctors say I'm crazy. Nope, I got to make sure I'm straight. Therefore, I can make sure the next straight. Now, for real, you got to pour into your own cup.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing.
Yeah.
If we can't pour into our own cup, we can't depend on nobody else to do that.
Yep.
We can't.
Yep. Exactly. And that's deeper than what most people would realize.
And you really have to choose your relationships wisely.
Nah.
Because some people naturally would drain it out of you and won't even know it.
Takers recognize givers. And I'm talking about energy wise.
They do.
Money wise, love wise, support wise. Takers recognize givers.
But if you have a good, healthy relationship, friendship, or whatever, they're going to pour into you just as much as you pour into them. Yeah. So you won't be so depleted, you know. And
they're not gonna be yes man, and they gonna tell you about yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I granted I got friends that they might probably would think that I shouldn't tell them about themselves as much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I say my female friend, because if and I ain't gonna lie. Someone they do not listen. And it get frustrated because, man, I'm genuinely giving my shit.
It's like, okay,
but when you call me,
right?
Because I got one friend that you know very, very well. It is like, man, you lucky I love you. And we got a lot of. Cause see, the thing about me is it's hard when we got so many years in the game. Like, it's hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
So even if to you it's genuine friendship, and to me it's like loyalty as far as I know who I am to you,
right?
Even though you not that to me.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying.
Oh, I know.
So I know you need me in this aspect, even though you don't even realize you need me. Even though you asking me, you don't realize you don't value it like how you should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like you not. Yeah.
So, do you have anything to tell the people as far as like for the new year? Any?
As far as what?
Advice or any?
First of all, I'll tell them this.
Anything to help transition?
I know you know what's happening, but knowing where you at and knowing what you're dealing with, okay, so this is what I'm saying. This New Year's talk, this is like economic wise, financial wise, the that part, the fiscal year. the New Year's in when the flowers started blooming again.
Right.
You know, we in a dead state right
Mm-hmm.
now. So, you know, March and all that, that's when actually a new year would start.
Right.
The earth and nature resets. You know what I'm saying?
And we are in a time of rest, and our leaves have fallen.
Yeah.
We're in the transition phase.
But that's a good question, but a tough question at the same time, because the people that listen, I don't know where they at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say, look in the mirror more. Try to start practicing when you have issues or you feel some type of way, that the reason why you feel some type of way is because you believe it's something that somebody done to you. Analyze the situation.
Yeah.
And
See where you play a
see
role.
where you play a role in your decision making.
Yeah.
Versus your thoughts. Because I've never been in a situation where it wasn't a result from one decision or a series of decisions that I made. Whether
Right.
it was a job, whether it was a relationship, whether it was a friendship, or even just a situation that something happened. You know, I had to make a decision, and sometimes when you make decisions, you don't see the after effects till later on down the line.
Yep.
So if you do that, not saying that somebody that you mad at did what they did to make you mad or to make the unfortunate situation activate, but how did y'all become in a relationship? How did y'all become associates? How did y'all become friends? What did you ignore? You know, a lot of people that I may have conversations with, they might be offended by something I say, but if we have a real conversation, it always points back to something that they ignored.
Yeah.
A baby father, an ex, anything. If we have a conversation, I always can get to the root of something that you seen. It was a pattern that you seen that you ignored.
Yeah.
Cause we all done it.
And I would add on to what you're saying, because that's real. But I do know too, it's people that do may take accountability, but they may be too hard on themselves too. Now, you don't want to be too hard on yourselves, you know what I'm saying, because you have to be gentle with yourself. And you can't beat yourself up about it. It's done. You did it. You know what I'm saying? But acknowledge it, you know what I'm saying? Take accountability and then move forward from that. You can't go backwards. Yeah, because I know I've been in a situation where I'm constantly beating myself up because yeah, I did this. I got myself in this and all that. But it's like, okay, just as much, you know, you got to move on from this, because you can tear yourself down too. I
agree, because on the flip side of that, yeah, you have to have the accountability because you made the choice. Yeah. But at the same time, you were supposed to make that choice.
Right. And it brought you to where you at. So move forward.
So it's a matter of getting that lesson.
Yeah.
Because now it's a waste if you don't get the lesson.
Right.
And that's most people's problem.
Yeah, because you're going to experience it again.
Yeah.
And with different people, different scenarios, but it's the same experience.
Yeah, because you're going to be tested. You know, just like when I say, man, you pray for a person or you pray for a better situation, but God is not going to lie. So whoever he's sending in your life that's going to benefit, to catapult, and to, you know, uplift your situation, he loves them too. So you got to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
If you don't love yourself enough to clear out the people that's not for you, the people that you know conniving, that you fear abandonment, so you keep in your circle because you don't want to be lonely. You don't want to not feel like you have friends, or you don't want to feel like you don't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're only damaging yourself, and you're telling God you're not ready. Because I'm telling you, that's just how the universe works. You don't got no favorites. So once you clear that shit out, and I ain't talking about, you know, some shit where you know damn well you fucked over somebody, or you did them wrong, and that's just some karma from that. I'm saying, you know, you really know they just, you know, they just not for you for real, and you hanging on to it. you gotta understand that a part of your journey is to be able to have discernment to let go and not to let the spinner block, because it's always something better that's waiting. But you gotta be ready before it comes.
Speaking of letting go and being ready, I know before we had technical difficulties, I was saying if you're not gonna start today, you're probably not gonna start on January 1st. The reason why I say that is because the new year is not technically the new year. It's not the blooming spring and stuff like that. But if you say, "Oh, I'm gonna in New Year, I'm gonna start working now. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start doing it, that." If you're not fed up by right now and ain't made some kind of action towards that right now, you probably gonna prolong it on January the 1st. You gonna wake up January 1st and be like, one more week. You know what I'm saying? Or next month.
Yeah.
February 1st. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna keep pushing it back. So when you're really ready to do something, you gotta act on it.
Yeah.
And that piggyback off what you saying, that's letting God know that you ready. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, letting go stuff, sometimes you have to let go those old habits. You have to let it go right then. You can't wait on that. You know what I'm saying?
Turkey.
You got a cold turkey, because you linger on you waiting on it. You gonna be going back and forth in your head, and you know what I'm saying? You probably talk yourself out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But act on it today.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, man. Start right now, man.
Yeah.
Unless you scared, cause is you scared, or is you being lazy? Because if you saying, man, I'm gonna do this on the first, when the first coming, you gonna feel the same.
Right.
Then you gonna be like, man, you know what? Listen, I see that area too. Like, nah, let's restart it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's easy to feed yourself excuses.
Yeah,
that's so
exactly.
easy. But that shows how
At
less
some
disciplined
point,
you are,
it ain't that fun.
and that shows you how much you don't even think you worthy of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, because you know what you got to do to get it and you don't do it. If you know what you got to do and don't do it, why would you don't feel like you worthy for it?
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, we probably done went longer than what
we about at an hour.
But we need
we about
another one?
Well, we about at an hour, and battery running low.
Okay, well, what we need to do is,
And I gotta use that though.
we haven't played one of our commercials, so what we really need to do is
You want to end it, close it out with the commercial?
close it out with a commercial. You know what I'm saying, and let these people know what they don't know or what they not even realize. You know what I'm saying, so you can load that up. But we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us consistently. The holidays I had a little iffy. We've been on vacation, and we ain't been on this thing. But for the new year, of course, we gonna get back at it. I wanna say I wanna start Tuesday, but I'm not gonna make any promises because, listen, I'm human. That's one thing y'all gotta do. Listen, I ain't your leader. You gotta lead yourself. Eat the fish, spread the bones, pay attention to the message. But I'm human. I have my flaws. I have my vices. You know what I'm saying? I sin. You hear me? But is we ready for the thing? Okay, well, we gonna get out of here, man. We appreciate y'all.
Are you standing on business?